We're here at Northwest High School in Germantown, Maryland, and we're discussing the issue of sports in America. It's a big thing, very popular. Everybody's doing it. Is it good? Is it bad? That's what we're here to find out today. I have with me Usman Jamil, the coach of the basketball team, and we're going to discuss the issues of whether it's positive and the negatives of sports in America.
Let me introduce you to one of our players and one of our parents here at Northwest High School. How you doing?
All right, how are you?
Mr. Lipschultz, and this is Josh Lipschultz, first-year player here with the basketball program, but I've heard Josh has played football here at Northwest as well?
Yes, he has.
And Mr. Lipschultz, how involved have you been in sports with Josh?
Josh started playing basketball in around the 4th grade, and I've been very involved. I mean, I'm a single dad, so I make it a point to always be at his games and just be there, support him, support the teams.
Now, Josh, that support your dad speaks of, how impactful has that support been?
It helps me a lot because I feel like I know there's somebody there that's like helping me out and they're with me when I play and stuff.
Is he somewhat of a role model when it comes to him playing sports as a youngster? Has that impacted you in any way?
Yeah, because normally with dads that play sports, they tend to get their kids into sports too, and it kind of helps me a little bit.
And Mr. Lipschultz, how have you seen the impact in Josh, from a young age playing in 4th grade all the way up to now? You're a sophomore in high school, right, Josh?
Yeah.
Sophomore in high school. Have you seen any character differences in him growing, playing all these team sports?
He's developed, a lot as, from growing up. I've seen him, develop into, a teenager, but he's, the camaraderie's great. He's made a lot of great friends. And the team building has just been, a great experience for him. I mean, obviously, as a parent, we want to make sure our kids, do well, they focus, do well in school, desire and hope to go to college, not hang around with, maybe kids who weren't maybe such a great influence.
Josh, a little on to you for a second. The commitment, having playing, just got done with your with your fall sport in football. Now you're committed to a basketball season. How much of a commitment does playing high school sports take on you? Do you feel like it impacts your academics at all? Does it help it?
It kind of impacts it a little bit because I get home around 6:30, 7 o'clock, and I have to do my homework still. And it's kind of tough.
It's kind of tough to manage academics and sports. So do you feel like it's worth it, though, at the end of the day, after weighing those balances?
Yeah, it's worth it. I think it's worth it.
We're here with Ramel Davidson, a junior at Northwest High School. He's currently playing on the varsity team. I had the pleasure of coaching Ramel for 2 years here at Northwest High School. Ramel, you just comment on what basketball means to you, playing basketball, as basketball shaped your life. Just any comments on the game of basketball?
Keeps me out of trouble. I love the game, and nothing really else.
You say it keeps you out of trouble. Playing a winter sport like basketball, it basically takes 3 to 4 months out of the year, just the season part. How do you feel like those 3 to 4 months and the commitment to the varsity basketball team? How hard is that commitment?
It's pretty hard. I like to go to parties with my friends, but it's hard. It just takes up my time. But after, I'm good.
So you feel like during the season you got to step away from those parties and the social life with your friends. Do you feel like you have to sacrifice that for the betterment of the team, or do you find yourself sacrificing, or can you balance with both?
I could kind of balance with both, but it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I could go, but most of the time I'm too tired. Yeah.
And do you have career aspirations of maybe playing professional or at the college level?
College level at most, but if I could make it to the NBA, of course I'm going to take that ticket.
And has this been a lifetime dream of yours, playing the NBA, or ever since a little kid, or?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much ever since I was a little kid.
Can you tell the viewers how much work does it take to play at the professional level? How often do you work on your game? How many hours a day?
Pretty much, like, almost anytime I could get the chance to go play. But it takes hours of hard work, consideration. Yeah, you gotta be dedicated to it.
Have you seen the improvement in your game over the years, just in high school?
Yes, I've been working by myself and with coaches as much as I can just to get better, but
How competitive is here in America, do you feel like, basketball and getting a college scholarship?
It's very competitive. It's like 1 in a million type thing.
but you still have that drive, it seems like.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're here with Jacoy, who's a member of the varsity team here at Northwest High School boys basketball program. Jacoy, how would you say that playing sports at the high school level had an impact in your life?
Well, it kept me out of trouble, kept me occupied doing stuff. When you do something you love, you have a passion for it, always keeps you focused, and you never want to slip up on it. So, I would say it had a good impact on my life so far.
Jacoy, growing up, did you find yourself playing a lot of sports or just basketball?
Mainly just basketball. I tried football once, but it didn't really work out for me because I didn't have a passion for it. But then when I started playing basketball, I started liking it. I started playing basketball when I was little. My mother taught me how to play basketball, really. Taught me how to shoot and all that's the basic stuff. And then I started playing with my friends and around and stuff.
You say your mother taught you the game and was involved with you. How early of an age was your mother involved, and how much did she stress sports at a young age?
I was around 10. She taught me how to shoot. She was always there for me, kept my head up, not getting mad after every.
Did you play in youth leagues when you were at a young age? Montgomery County Rec or any youth leagues?
Tried to, but family struggling, never had enough money to, but tried to do everything I could, church leagues, everything. Any opportunity I had, I took.
You mentioned your family is struggling. We are going through some tough times, and here in America, we have a lot of families that struggle. I know personally, having coached you, I'm well aware of this. Was there any supports available with the public school where it helped you financially, or through basketball teams that you've played on before that helped you get by?
Yeah, of course. We always had something. When it came to basketball, I always made sure that I was on top of things, and it stayed fluent with me. So whatever opportunity I had to get is, scholarships, all other stuff like that, I'll go for it.
And how's the game of basketball helped with those struggles? Obviously, financial struggle is always a stress of adversity. Just growing up, like you said, there's always those lures of smoking drugs or hanging out with the wrong crowd. How has sports helped you balance that out, or has it?
Because it kept me focused, because I know that when I damage my body and when I'm doing stuff to my body that's not right for me, or trying to be cool, whatever, it didn't help me at all. Whatever I could to do to help me try to get better at basketball, I would do that. If it was drugs, that's not the way for me, because drugs I knew that was going to hurt me, and alcohol and all that stuff, partying. No, I just stayed focused with grades and basketball so I can keep on doing the things I'm doing right now.
Do you plan on playing professionally? Do you have any desires?
Always have a big dream playing professional, Everyone has that dream. If you really love basketball, everyone wants to be the next Jordan, maybe even above the next Jordan.
Can I ask you, let's just say the what if for a second. What if you don't make it professionally? Do you still feel like, putting all this time, you work hard. I know you personally, Jacoy, we've worked hard together on your skills. But let's just say, what if you don't make it professionally? How much of a adversity or adverse effect are you going to feel like you wasted a lot of your time? Or do you feel like you've benefited from basketball to this point? Do you feel like it'll help you in life in other ways?
I mean, if I didn't make it, I'd be hurt for a little while, but then I'd suck it up, got to get a life together, think about all the good things that basketball's brought for me and not the negative things. I mean, if you fall, try again. That's all I got to say,
We're here with some of the Northwest JV basketball team in what we call the locker room for some locker room talk. Derek, what grade are you in, Derek?
Ninth.
Ninth grade. How many years have you been playing basketball?
About 9 years now.
9 years.
Since I was 5.
And I hear you also play football?
Yes, sir.
Can I get a raise of hand who played both basketball and football here at Northwest High School? All right. Josh, how much of a commitment is it playing basketball and football at a high school?
It's a big commitment. It's your life, basically.
You say it's your life. Now, are you able to balance academics and playing sports?
Yes, I do my work before I play sports.
Now, do you feel like playing sports helps you with academics?
Yes, because it makes me manage my time.
All right. And how many years have you been playing sports?
Since 4 or 5, just like Derek.
Have your parents been supporting you? Yeah. Luke, I think your dad's a coach as well, right?
Yeah.
How's that help you, or how did that help you growing up playing sports, having a dad that actually coaches sports?
Well, he just taught me like extra at home and stuff. So.
Do you feel like you had an advantage over other kids having a dad as a coach?
No, because I don't know. He didn't like go into like deep, whatever, like all this stuff.
Did he push you as a youngster?
Yeah. Not like too much. Like
Joey, you play a couple sports here at Northwest High School. What are the other sports other than basketball that you play?
I do cross country and tennis.
So you're pretty much playing every season here at Northwest High School during the school season.
Yes, sir, I am.
How's that commitment playing sports every year? How do you balance academics and sports?
Sometimes I have to do homework late at night, but most of the time I try to do it before my sports.
I won't put you on the spot, but am I right to say that you're an honor roll student here at Northwest High School?
That would be correct. I am.
Alex, how is playing for a high school and dealing with other commitments like family and stuff? How is that a struggle?
Yeah, it's a struggle because you have so many other commitments like school and family, but you still have to play your sport and come and practice.
And how does that camaraderie between the team? Do you feel like you're putting your teammates down or your family down when you give one precedence over the other?
I feel like I'm putting whichever one I'm not going to down.
As a high school student, which one would you prefer if you had a choice?
Sports.
And your team?
Yeah.
All right, good answer. Well, that's it from the locker room here at Northwest High School. Thanks a lot, fellas.
So we've heard from parents, coaches, and players. Now let's take a look back at the panel and see what they have to say.